Hello students, welcome back to history class. Today let us start with the unit 6th, the first war of Indian independence. In this lesson you have to learn about reasons for the first Indian war of independence, immediate reasons for mutiny, scope and nature of mutiny, failure and results of mutiny. This much you have to learn in this lesson. Now let us start the lesson. And we already learned that British came to India for the business purpose, but they started to rule our country. In order to extend their rule over India, the British brought different types of policies like subsidiary alliance and doctrine of lapse. And because of this one, numerous states became part of the British government. This made many Indians unhappy, and people were also upset with the administration of the British. And this unhappiness became in the form of a major protest against the British in 1857. Many of the Indian historians named this rebellion as a first Indian freedom struggle, but the British, means the English historians, they named it as the Sepoy Mutiny. Now let us see what were the reasons for the first Indian freedom struggle. There were different reasons are there for the first Indian freedom struggle. First one is political reason, second one is economic reasons, third one is administrative reason, fourth one is military reason. These are the main reasons for the first war of Indian independence. First let us discuss about the political reasons of the first Indian freedom struggle. And already we discussed about the doctrine of lapse policy. Due to the implementation of doctrine of lapse policy by the British, many Indian kings had lost their kingdoms. And because of this only, Satara, Jaipur, Jhansi, Udaipur and many other states became the part of British Empire. And Dalhousie abolished the kingship of Tanjavur and the Carnatic Nawab. And the British dethroned Mughal kings and many other kings, and because of all this result, many soldiers depend on these kings. They became unemployed. They became jobless. And this became the main reason for the protest against the British. Next one is economic reasons. And due to the development of industrialization in England, Indian handicrafts and industries became decline, and England became the workshop of industries, and the artisans of India became, because of this only, the artisans of India became unemployed. Why means they started to that machinized things, handicrafts item and all, they started to machinize in their country, and they started to import that things in the Indian market, and in very cheap rate they started to sell these things in the Indian market. So the artisans of India became unemployed, and the weavers became the first victim as wool and cloth making industries suffered a lot. Weavers only became the first victim of this industrialization in India, and the cloth and woolen making industries also became down, and the Indian handicrafts became financially pathetic, and British made high tax on the Indian goods entering the market of England. Due to Zamindari system, and the farmers were exploited by zamindars, and land tax collection rights, first they given to the talukdars and afterwards they withdrawn that one. And they formed an Inam commission, and through this Inam commission, the Inam lands were also withdrawn. Inam lands and all became in the hands of the British control. As a result, farmers had to undergo of lot of economic hardships and felt insulted also. So the farmers also protested against this. And next one is administrative reasons. And we already learned that the British brought many civil and criminal laws into India, but the implementation were lot of partialities. And laws applied to the Indians in a different manner. English became the language of the court, and the English judge gave judgment in favor of the English. People did not like the new laws implemented by the British. This was another reason. Next one is military reason. Let us see what is the reason of military reason. What is the military reasons? The situation of Indian soldiers in British Army was very sympathetic condition. They did not have any status, salary and promotion. And all the promotions are only for the British soldiers. The pressure put on Indian soldiers for overseas work triggered a resentment among them due to their religious beliefs. And they started to send the Indian soldiers other countries, and according to their religion, this was against their religious beliefs. And what was the beginning of the mutiny and its spread? The Indian soldiers who were present in large number in the British army believed that they can drive away the British if all of them became united. In this situation, the British started providing Royal Enfield guns in military, a type of new and improved guns they introduced in military. And in that time, a rumor spread that the bullets of these guns were smeared in the fat of pig and cow, and these bullets are dipped in the fat of pig and cow, like that rumor was there. And the cow was sacred for Hindus and pig was prohibited for Muslims, and this became the immediate causes for the mutiny. This rumor caused a lot of unrest in the Barakpur military soldiers when the soldiers were directed to load the bullets on the gun by chewing off a part of a bullet. If they wanted to load the bullets in the gun, they wanted to chew the part of a bullet. But the soldiers refused to do it because already one rumor was there, it is dipped with the fat of pig and cow. So the soldiers refused to chew that part of bullet. The soldiers of Barakpur revolted against the British officers. A soldier named Mangal Pandey shot dead a British officer. Mangal Pandey was arrested. After a trial, he was hanged to death. And these are the reasons for the 1857, the War of Indian Independence. And next class we will discuss other topics. I hope you all understood. Thank you, students.